you bring a very unique vantage point in your role, where you not only lead IT, you also lead human resources. Because I believe they go hand in glove, particularly in the business that I am in. I know this so well. And our Tech Mahindra's relationship with Mahindra has been deep and growing. We already have 2,500 odd people, and the best part of what we have seen is the diversity that we are able to get. As a company, we have, I think, about 34% females. In Visakhapatnam, we have 49%. So it is a standout. It kind of goes to show the importance that has also been given to education and women's skill development. And that links so closely with all IT. Do you see it also that way, that human resources and IT for you are going hand in glove?
IT is for India, education is, or HRD is for Bharat. And I'm having to bring both together.
Yeah.
That's where I think one of the slides, Abhishek spoke about Naipunyam. Yes. Naipunyam is a very interesting experiment, if I may, which we're going to launch in October, where we're trying to match the supply and demand, where I have youngsters who are well-educated, who are searching for jobs, and then there's demand. I'm going to do the matchmaking, but we are building skill development into it, where assessment will be done, where state will guarantee that, in IT, this is the kind of level that this person is at. And then what is the skill intervention that's also required? The state is willing to do the skill intervention on your behalf. So I think Andhra Pradesh is uniquely positioned to deliver that, and will be one of the very first states to do it. And that's what will make us very different.
Absolutely. And thanks for giving that very vivid description about the state and the future and the kind of scale that you are envisaging. I think AI is going to be very important, and today no conversation is complete without the word AI. So the scale that you're aiming for, I believe AI can be a game changer. And I also heard you investing in quantum, which I'm not sure, maybe I'm misinformed, but I'm not sure any other state is thinking as deeply about AI and quantum. I heard Quantum Valley coming up in Amravati. Would love to hear your thoughts on how you believe you can harness AI as maybe a core engine of your growth.
If you look at it, India was a beneficiary of the IT revolution.
Yeah.
Right? We were able to leapfrog, up per capita incomes have jumped. But then AI is here. It's going to fundamentally transform the way we're going to work together. And it's important that I skill up. Otherwise, you're going to miss the bus. As simple as that. So we're looking at AI not just from an investment perspective, but we're actually taking a step back and looking at it also from, how do I skill up? Starting from colleges, from universities, the changes in curriculum. Starting from there, then doing the entire quantum ecosystem. So South Asia's first 158 qubit quantum computer is going to be in Amravati in Jan.
South Asia's
first 158 qubit. It's going to be in Amravati.
Not in New Delhi.
In Amravati. Because we were the first state willing to lead the Honorable Prime Minister's quantum mission. And it's going to come to Amravati.
I think that calls for an applause.
And then we're going to build the use cases on it. You understand? Quantum requires use cases. We're going to build the use cases on it. We're going to dedicate certain capacity for startups to sort of use quantum computing. And I believe that will create an amazing ecosystem, again, in Amravati. But the kind of ecosystem we're building in Visakhapatnam around data, and the data city that's coming up there, that's going to, again, position Andhra Pradesh in a very unique manner. The cables that are going to land there are going to be double the capacity of Mumbai. Which, Mumbai is number one in India. We're going to double that. And this is going to happen in the next 3 years. And it's going to be 1.5 gigawatts of data centers coming up. And that's just the beginning. We're talking to a lot of other players out there. So I believe that Andhra Pradesh is well positioned from education, from skills, all the way from building the entire ecosystem. It could be quantum, it could be data city. I believe that we are positioned well.
And do you think GCCs would be a big beneficiary of this infrastructure, the digital and the physical infrastructure that you are developing? And with all the buzz around GCCs and how they are becoming very strategic to global companies, and no longer they are the back office places. They are now more strategically building products for the future. And that's where I believe they are looking for states and cities which can provide them the right infrastructure and the right talent. And I think what you just told me potentially GCCs can be big beneficiaries of that.
Absolutely. I mean, I think GCCs boil down to talent, talent, and talent.
Yeah.
Anyone can build an office space. I can give you best air conditioning. That's the easy bit, right? Go to Tech Mahindra. Just look around. I can challenge at least 25% of your workforce will be from the 2 Telugu-speaking states. So talent exists.
Yeah.
We have it. We are going to skill up.
Yeah.
And that's what makes us very unique as a state. Historically, due to lack of opportunity, because we were a combined state, all this talent used to go to Hyderabad.
Yeah.
But the state got bifurcated about a decade back. And now we are building this vibrant ecosystem in Visakhapatnam around IT. It could be data city, it could be the traditional services like what TechM or TCS would do, or even the GCCs. But the backbone is talent, and we have the talent in Andhra Pradesh. So I believe that again makes us very unique compared to any other state in India.
And while we spoke about AI, talking a little bit about the brick and mortar part of the economy, which is manufacturing, next gen manufacturing in particular, I think is going to be key for the growth of the country. Unless India gets its act right in manufacturing, it's going to be very hard to grow at 8 to 10% that is needed to get to the 2047 vision. And whether it is semiconductors or EVs or the green energy projects, some of the slides I saw from Abhishek were little staggering numbers, and the vision was very, very evident. Maybe if you could really talk about how you see these sectors shaping Andhra Pradesh's industrial future.
I've given the lay of the land. If you've seen, starting from Kia all the way up to the chemical city, that's the lay of the land. But what will differentiate us is, again, the vertical and horizontal integration. Yeah. I think that will position us well. So let's talk about renewable energy as a case in point, right? Renew is a well-known player in the space. I heard that they were looking at manufacturing, and I had a conversation with Sinhaji, and we got one bit of it. And then when I had lunch with him in Delhi, he said, I'm looking at backward integration. So I want to go back to wafers. And let's start from there. What can Andhra do for me? That's the kind of work we're talking about. So, if India has to grow at double digit, we need to go back to the most basic and go all the way up to energy. So it's no longer just about, okay, energy is going to be done by one company, manufacturing going to be done by another company. Everyone's looking at integrating. And that's exactly the role that Andhra Pradesh can play. So that's the entire vertical bit. And the horizontal is the education, the skills, and the testing labs. And that's what again makes Andhra Pradesh very unique compared to other states. We are doing this in compressed biogas. We're working with Reliance. It's close to about a $5.5 billion investment coming into Andhra Pradesh. And they've not succeeded in any other states, but Andhra is moving fast. Close to 80,000 acres of barren land is going to be given on lease to Reliance by end of October, so they can grow Napier grass. Which can then be used to generate compressed biogas that can commercially be used for various other products. So that's the pace at which we want to move. And it's all concentrated in one zone, one district, which has quite a bit of barren land. But then that's where education comes in. So I'm already working with their team and say, okay, what's the curriculum? What's the kind of talent you need at the factory level, at the agri level? And that's the kind of role that we play. See, once you shake hands with Andhra Pradesh, it's no longer your project, it's our project. So together we do it. And as Abhishek has just shared, I think I'm on close to 12, 13 WhatsApp groups where every week my office gives an update. Okay, this is what we agreed this week, this is what has happened, this is the status. So I don't know about whether your CEO will follow up with you on a weekly basis, but rest assured, I will follow up on a weekly basis.
No, that's just so amazing. The kind of velocity that we see coming from bureaucrats today and politicians today actually far surpasses what we see in the corporate world. And while many states come by and talk about their economic plans and policies and trying to attract investments, from your vantage point, what really makes AP different from many others? I mean, you did talk about it in various questions I asked you, but if you want to just distill it down to 2 or 3 things that you believe that AP is really differentiated as compared to many other states. Because I'm sure this audience here would have heard many other states coming in. So maybe if you could.
So 3 clear reasons. 1, leadership with track record, which no other state can offer.
Yeah.
We've done it once, we'll do it all over again. No second thoughts about it. Second, speed of doing business. I've given clear examples of how we've come to achieve it. I can challenge you to find another state that can do it at the pace at which Andhra Pradesh can. And we'll beat them. No second thoughts about it. Third, we're hungry for your business. We'll bend backwards to land your investments in Andhra Pradesh. No second thoughts about it. I'll give you